You guys, I'm showing you one of the best tofu recipes I think I've shown you all year. We're doing tandoori tofu, and oh, you guys, it is inspired by what used to be one of my favorite Indian dishes to order at restaurants, a good old tandoori chicken, and we're veganizing it with tofu. It's bold and spicy and flavorful and so colorful. So buckle in, you guys. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't joined Steamy Vegan. It's a lot of fun here. I like to show people how to cook healthy, high protein recipes all the dang time, and I'm just here for you. So let's get started and tan-do this. Okay, I've got a tan-do and a tan-don't for you in this recipe. Don't forget to press your tofu. So use a tofu press or wrap it up in a towel, throw a big heavy cutting block on top, and then pat it off to dry so it's, you know, it's dry. We want dry, extra firm tofu, okay? Do make your own tandoori masala if you don't have a store-bought one at home. It's super easy, and we're just going to basically mix them all up. You're gonna have a lot extra, so you can use this for future recipes. And for this recipe, you're only gonna need about 2 tablespoons of the tandoori masala blend. First order of business, we're gonna make our creamy yogurt-based tandoori marinade. Now, of course, we're not using dairy-based yogurt in this recipe, but you certainly can if you're not dairy-free. I'm just using 1 cup of vegan sour cream because that's all I had, but it's a great alternative to plain vegan unflavored yogurt. We got some aromatics to prepare, so use about 1 inch of ginger. This is honestly probably a little bit more. We're just gonna finely mince it up, or you can grate it with a microplane until you have about a tablespoon. Same goes for 3 honky-ish cloves of garlic. Again, we want about a tablespoon or so of minced or microplaned garlic. Okay, so next what I like to do is optional technically, but highly recommended in my opinion. We're going to bloom our spices in oil. So what we're gonna do is take 2 tablespoons of our homemade tandoori masala. Oh my God, delicious. Into a bowl. And then if you're familiar with tandoori, you'll know that typically it is very bright red, or the food that is cooked in the tandoori style is like super vibrant red. So we're gonna make it extra red and flavorful by adding an extra tablespoon of some paprika. And then just to kind of add a little extra color, we're gonna add a teaspoon of extra turmeric. Pew! Whiskey, as we do around here. We're gonna add 3 tablespoons of neutral oil into a wee little frying pan. We're gonna yoink it and heat it up until it's hot. And from there, once we've poured that hot oil in and kind of got like a bit of a spice paste going on, we can add in the rest of our ingredients. That 1 cup of vegan yogurt or sour cream, our minced ginger and garlic, 2 teaspoons of maple syrup, a good pinch of salt to taste. I'm adding about close to a teaspoon, maybe 3/4 teaspoon. A tablespoon of chickpea flour. This is just to help absorb any excess moisture that we might have a little bit too much of from the yogurt. And then the juice of half a lemon, about 1 to 2 tablespoons. And now we're gonna do what we do best around here. Give the old mixy. Seriously, damn, you guys. Quick fun fact, you might be thinking, do you know that tandoori marinade doesn't necessarily look as red as I think it should? And you actually are correct. A lot of store-bought tandoori marinades and, you know, whatnots have added red food coloring, which is crazy. But we're not doing that around here. So if it's a bright reddish orange, this is great. You've done a good job. All right, now you shall take your block of very pressed, dry, extra firm tofu, and you're gonna cut it or rip it into about 1-ish chunks. And then we're gonna take our entire mass of tandoori marinade. We're gonna throw it in a big mixing bowl, and we're just gonna give it a nice gentle toss, a gentle caress, if you will. Careful not to, you know, break apart the tofu into smaller pieces. We wanna keep them in their large chunks. And then once we have got the marinade thoroughly coating the tofu, we're just gonna let it sit and marinate for anywhere from a minimum of 30 minutes to up to like 4 hours or so. The longer, the better, but if you're in a time crunch, you can totally get away with about half hour or so, and you'll be golden or orange. Now, roasting up some vegetables with the tofu is never a bad idea. In fact, it is very much a tan-do in this circumstance. So I sometimes like to add a couple bell peppers and an onion into the mix. So I like to largely chop them. I like to chop them into large pieces. Largely chop them. Until they resemble something like this. Big, thick, and chunky. And hello from an hour in the future. Okay, so, you know, we've been marinating. Things are smelling good, looking good. What I like to do is add the veggies right into the bowl of the marinated tofu. I do just like to give this one quick little toss just to get the veggies mostly coated in the tandoori marinade. Ridiculously gorgeous. It's like sunshine in a bowl. Tandoori sunshine. Next, we're gonna take a parchment-lined baking tray, a large one preferably, and we're going to just lovingly spread everything out into an even layer. If you find that things are a bit crowded, you can spread this out over 2 baking trays, that's no problem. We don't want things to steam. We want things to stay kind of separated. You gotta keep them separated. Sorry. If you know, you know. And there you have it. I ended up actually using 2 trays like I predicted. And for the love of lentils, people, try your best to not get this on you, your clothes, or your white countertops, like I just did, because turmeric stains like a barnacle. You heard what I said. Okay, we're gonna roast these up in the oven for half an hour. That's really all you need. Give them a toss halfway through just to make sure all sides are getting enough lovin'. Bye-bye. In this next segment of Tan Do or Tan Don't forget to subscribe to Steamy Vegan below. It's a lot of fun here. I just love helping you guys live your happiest, plantiest lives every single week, bringing you healthy, mostly high protein, usually gluten-free recipes, and I'm just here to help you live your happiest, plantiest life. It's what I love to do. Help a girl hit 50,000 subs for free. And yeah, you're the best, as you were. Ooh, you guys, if you pop it under the broiler for a minute or 2, just to let the edges of the tofu and the veggies get a little bit crispy and like ever so slightly kissed with a bit of char. Oh my God, seriously. This is insane. Serving suggestions, serve it up with a grain of choice. Rice is always nice, but I'm out of rice, so quinoa it is tonight, and call it a day. Seriously, every time, it's so good. All I can say is just Tan Do it, okay? Thanks for watching and subscribing. I love ya. I'll see you in another video real soon. Ta-ta!